Thank you for joining today. So we're going to do half an hour back stretch focused class. So it's a beginner level, so if you don't have any experience, if you're, for example, tight in your lower back or tight knees, you can use a little cushion to sit on or some blocks to prop onto. And with that, we'll start. So you can take a nice, cross your legs in a comfortable way for you. Start by closing your eyes, straighten your back, roll your shoulders up and back a couple times. And we're going to start here with a few deep breaths, just to get nice and focused, release any tension, and detach ourselves from anything we were doing before. So start by taking a nice deep inhale through your nose. And a nice and long exhale, release. Inhale again, fill up your stomach with fresh air. And release everything out by exhaling deeply. And once again, deep inhale. And exhale deeply. If it helps, focus on the point between your eyebrows, Ajna Chakra. Listen to your breath coming in and out. You can always, if it helps, also give a color to your breath and imagine that color traveling through you as your breath is going in and out. Wonderful. You're going to start by slowly blinking your eyes open. And we're going to start taking some nice little stretches to wake up our spine here. We're going to start by inhaling your right arm up and exhaling and folding over to your left side. So bring your other hand to the floor. Try to reach with that arm up. Keep your ear next to that arm and go down as far as feels comfortable here. Feel your limits. Inhale, come back, switch the arms, reach up with your left arm. Exhale to the other side. Same thing here. Try to keep your hips from coming off the ground too much here. So keep them nice and grounded. Inhale, come back up. Your right arms up to the ceiling. And reach out towards the other side. Feel that nice stretch on your right side. Keep your hips grounded. Inhale, come back to the other side. Reach that left arm up towards the ceiling. And fold over. Nice and open in your side. And from here, you're just going to rotate yourself. You're going to look down to the ground and rotate, and that hand's going to come down on the floor in front of you. And you're going to tiptoe your fingers forward. Bring your chest forward in front of you. And you're going to rotate yourself to the other side. So you're going to bring that right hand up and over and come back to the other side where you were before. And once you reach here, we're going to do the same thing again. And let yourself fall forward slowly. Obviously, you don't have to have your head touching the ground. That's perfectly fine. And tiptoe your fingers to the other side until you bring your chest up and open. And again, rotate yourself over to the other side. Tiptoe, look down towards the floor. And come back to the other side. Reach that arm up over your ear. And come back to center. Push yourself up. Come back to center slowly. And we're going to come onto our backs. So lie down on your back and keep your knees bent here. Get all your spine as much as possible touching the ground. And bring your knees in towards your chest. So you don't have to really clench them in towards you for now here. Just put your hands over your knees, and we're going to start making some little circles here with your knees. Circle from right to left. And you're going to feel how you're massaging your lower back against the ground here. So if you have any tension in your lower back, this feels really nice. So you're really taking the time here to come back to the sensations in your body. If you've been sitting down all day or doing any painful activity for your back, just taking this time to really come back to good sensations. So you can go the opposite way here with a circle with your knees. So feel if there's anything going on here in the lower back, if there's any glitches, something that's a bit tighter. And if you have any of those glitches, just take the time to go slower if you reach one of those points and breathe into it as you go over it. So go as slow as you need. You don't need to go at my rhythm. Great. And slowly come back to center. And you're going to extend your left leg out on the floor, and your right leg is still bent in. Interlace your fingers behind it. And bring that knee in towards your chest with an exhale. Getting a nice stretch in the legs here, also the lower back. Inhale, we're going to change that. Extend the right leg and bend the left leg in towards your chest. And gently bring it in towards your chest with your interlaced hands. Inhale, switch. And bring the right leg in towards your chest. Also getting a good stretch in the hamstrings. Inhale one last time. Exhale, stretch the other side. And release this lightly and bring in the other leg. And you're going to roll yourself up to sitting gently here. And from here, we're going to come to standing. So just bring yourself up slowly, rolling up the spine, vertebra by vertebra, until you reach standing here. And we're just going to do light exercise here to feel how your spine is rolling in and out as you go up and down. So you're going to start here from standing and release your chin towards your chest here. Just stay here for a second, Breathe in and out deeply and feel how this moves your chest up and down and how this stretches in the back of your neck. How does it affect the rest of your spine? Is it tight in the lower back, for example? Keep your chest open. Don't round it, even if your head is going down for now. And now slowly, we're going to let ourselves drop down towards the ground. So you're going to slowly let your head fall down and round your back, and your knees are going to bend. Your arms are just going down with gravity. And you let yourself fall slowly down and let your stomach reach against your legs here. Release your neck entirely. The back of your hands are on the floor here. So you don't have to have your legs straight here. You're just letting gravity do the work. And slowly with an exhale, we're going to come back up just as slow as we went down. And as you roll back up, your knees are going to straighten, legs are straightening slowly. Your head is what comes last. Feel if there's anything tight as you come up. And your head comes last. And then you're going to come facing, look towards your right side, like you're looking at your right foot here. And we're going to do the same thing, rolling down towards our right side. So let your head fall down, your arms fall down, and slowly roll down towards the ground. So you'll feel the stretch in a different way in your spine here. Pay attention to the balance, how it's distributed in your feet. And let yourself fall down with gravity. And after reaching all the way down, we're going to come back up, still facing the same way here on towards our right side. Slowly come back up. Feel how your vertebrae is slowly unwinding. You come up straight, and the same thing on your left side. So come facing towards your left foot here and look down towards your left toe. Start winding all the way down. Until your hands reach the ground and you release your neck. And inhale, slowly come all the way back up. Feel how it's also stretching on your right side here. Until you come back to center. Come back to Tadasana, so mountain pose here. Straight spine, open your hands out to the side, so stretch out those fingers to the side and just give yourself a second to feel how you're standing, how the weight is coming into your feet. So this tells you a lot about how you stand. Are you standing on the outside of your feet, on the inside, more on your toes or on your heels? Also feel how your pelvis is it going tilting forward or back? Imagine that you have a bowl of water at the level of your pelvis, and if it's tilting too much forward, the water is pouring out the front. Same thing if it's tilting back, it's pouring back. So you want to have that water perfectly calm in the middle, perfectly leveled. Great. Open your eyes again. I'm going to come facing you and we're going to come into half moon. So you're going to bring your right leg behind your left leg here. Both feet are completely flat on the ground. And you're going to inhale both arms up. You can interlace your hands, your fingers here. Inhale and reach up, extend yourself. And as you exhale, you're going to reach on your right side. And feel that stretch here on your left side. Your pelvis is in, strong core. Inhale, come back to center. And we're going to switch this, so come to the other side. Switch the feet. Inhale, reach up. And exhale to the opposite side. So reach your hips towards the opposite side that you're pointing with your fingers. Inhale, slowly back up. And we're going to do it on the other side. Inhale, reach up, switch the feet. And exhale, again. Reach as if you're trying to touch the wall with your fingers. Inhale, come back to center. Switch. Exhale, over to the other side. So strong core here. Don't let the belly come out too much in the front. Both feet are grounded. Inhale, come back to center and release your arms down and widen the feet. Open those feet wide here. And we're going to come into a nice squat. So bring your hands in prayer. Slowly, you're going to squat down. Feel the weight into your heels. Your knees are not coming over your toes. And squat down slowly, as low as you can go. It's not very low, don't worry about it. Keep your chest open. Engage your glutes here. So your whole body is engaged in the posture here. If you need to sway a little bit side to side to get into the posture, feel the integration here. And we're going to exhale and push ourselves back up. Keep your chest open. And straighten your legs. Wonderful. We're going to come to the front of the mat. And we're going to inhale and exhale our right leg back. Come into a high lunge. And slowly bend your knees for it to come down all the way to the ground. Come into a low lunge here. So really exhale those hips down into the ground, your hands or on your front leg. Strong core here. So don't let yourself fall forward. Your shoulders are over your hips. So this is really getting you a good stretch in the hips, but in your lower back as well, because it's really connected here with the hips and the lower back with the psoas muscles. So if you have tight hips, you're likely to have a tight lower back. Great. Bring your hands down to the ground. And we're going to come into downward facing dog. So push into those hands. Reach that foot back. Hips come up. And try to reach those heels down towards the ground. If you're still not too warm here, you can bend your knees. Make sure to reach those sitting bones up towards the sky. Your shoulders are externally rotated, so away from the ears. And slowly, if you can, you straighten the legs. But the most important is to keep a healthy shape in your spine here. Push into the hands and into the feet, so feel the connection into the ground here. The whole body is active. And don't forget to breathe, always deeper with the exhale. Exhale one last time. Then with the next inhale, bring your left leg forward. Then the foot comes in between your hands. And the back knee comes to the ground. We're coming into a low lunge on the other side. Oh, I realize I'm with the same leg here. Sorry about that. So the right leg comes forward. So feeling the stretch this time on the left side. Same here with the exhale. Feel those hips going down towards the ground. If it's too hard on your back knee, I should have mentioned that before, you can always put a cushion under your knee. Great. Breathe really deeply. Send your exhale into the area of tension. And the next exhale, bring your hands down to the floor on the inside of your foot. Back into downward facing dog just for a short time here. Push into those hands and send that foot back. Hips up towards the sky. Feel the difference here. It might be a little bit easier here on the second time. And inhale your knees down to the ground. We're going to come into puppy pose. So you're going to extend your hands out forward in front of you, slowly further and further until you can bring your forehead to the ground. So you can still be on the tips of your fingers here or your hands, your palms entirely on the ground. If you're able to go further, you can bring your chin to the ground here. But listen to your body. This is how far I go, but that doesn't mean it'll feel comfortable for you. So please just take the time to listen what feels good for you. You'll get a nice stretch in the upper back, in the shoulders, and even in the chest. Great. Inhale. Push into those hands. Bring yourself back up. Stay here on your knees. We're going to come into camel pose. So we're going to put our hands on our hips here. Inhale, extend our spine up to the top of our head. And with the exhale, we're going to lightly push our hips forward. Open our chest here. Look in front of you. So don't let your head fall back just yet. So we're coming into a light back bend here. So you can stay here if you're a beginner, or if you can't go very far in back bends. If you're comfortable here, you can bring your hands down to your feet. Remember to have the weight still in your hips, so you're not falling back on your heels here. And if it's comfortable with your neck, you have no neck injuries, you can let your head fall back slowly, come into the full posture here. And remember to breathe deeply, so creating as much space as possible in your spine. Remember, if you're a beginner, always go easy on yourself. It's not because you can't do the full posture that you will never be able to do it. One more deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. And on the next exhale, lightly push yourself forward. Bring your hands back on your hips. Straighten your spine here. And bring yourself into child's pose, so your hips come back on your heels. Extend your arms in front of you. And your forehead comes to the ground. So a little counter posture here after a back bend. It's always important. Breathe deeply. And slowly push yourself back up, and we're going to come lying on our back. Lie yourself down on your back. Legs are extended out. And bring your right leg in towards you. Interlace your hands behind your knee here. And exhale. With the exhale, you're going to bring that knee to your left side with your right hand. Slowly here, and your left arm is extended out, palm facing the ground. And you can look down towards your right hand. Feel that twist here. So remember, twists come from the inside out. So don't force that knee towards the ground. Just let the gravity do the work here. With each exhale, it will go down a bit deeper. What's more important is that your shoulder doesn't come off too much off the ground, rather than your knee touching the ground. And with the next inhale, come back to center. So bring that knee still bent back to your chest and extend it out to the ground. And you're going to inhale and exhale your left leg bent into your chest here. Same thing on the other side. You're going to put your right hand on your knee and slowly bring it over to your right side. The other arm is extended out with the palm facing the ground. And slowly look over to your left side. You can close your eyes here. There's no balance involved, so just really visualize the posture in your head. Always try to feel until where you can go in the posture and take it slightly backwards from there. So don't take yourself to the maximum for the full time that you're in the posture. Inhale, come back to center and extend that leg out to the ground. We're going to take a few breaths here in Shavasana. So extend those arms out to the side, palms are facing the ceiling, and let those feet fall to the side. And take a big inhale here, fill up your stomach and your lungs. And sigh out to your mouth. Once again, inhale. So as you let that breath come out, imagine you're just melting into the ground. And one last time, fill up the stomach and then the lungs. Great. And you can take as much time as you need in Shavasana here to really integrate the postures. Give your body the time to integrate everything. And otherwise, you can roll yourself slowly to your side. Give yourself a stretch if you need to. Bring your legs in towards your chest. Roll over to one side. Then push yourself up with your hand up to seated again. Slowly coming back to your body. And we're just going to finish off with 3 Oms here. So bring your hands in prayer. Take a big inhale. Inhale again. And one last time. Thank you very much, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the class. You feel nice and stretched out. If so, feel free to like the video and leave any comments, anything you have to say, or anything you'd like to see in other classes. And I will be seeing you very soon for the next class.